Our season 5 winner, Michael Grimm.
I never loved someone the way that I love you.
About to unleash his debut album on the world. This is Piers Morgan Tonight. Michael Grimm won season 5 of America's Got Talent in what may have been the biggest upset in the show's history. He gave the performance of his life, and he reminds me of a young Van Morrison. Michael Grimm joins me now. That was what I always thought when I saw you performing.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, it just had that feel, the way you performed, the manner in which you performed. But it was a shock. I mean, I remember just everybody assuming little Jackie, the little angel, was going to walk this.
No, I thought she was too, Piers.
What were you thinking when your name was announced? Were you as shocked as we were?
I thought they announced the loser at first because I knew she was going to win. And honestly, when they said my name, I had to think, did they really just say my name? You know, but yeah. Next to her, she's a powerhouse. And what a great girl. What a great little personality.
She is. She's selling millions of records too. Now, your new album is about to hit the world. Are you pleased with it?
I'm very happy.
Is it a culmination of the dream for you?
This is something I've worked my whole life to get to, and thanks to America's Got Talent in America, and you guys finally get to do the album I've always waited for.
So what I love about your story is that, like so many contestants, you had a pretty tough life. You know, your parents, your dad was discharged from the military, didn't have much money. Your mum cleaned churches to try and pay the bills. You lived at one point in a tiny camper with holes in the floor and stuff. And then things got so tough, you went to live with your grandparents, with your sister, I think.
That's right. Welfare. Welfare was about to take us, and my grandmother said no. I ain't going to let that happen.
So you were literally going to go into welfare.
Yes,
your grandmother took you in.
Yes, sir.
And so, I mean, in many ways, saved the kind of life you may have had, right?
Absolutely. She is my savior, yeah. And my sister and I both. We are alive to her.
When you won America's Got Talent, and your life obviously changed forever, was your grandmother still alive? Was she there to see that?
Oh, yeah, she's still around, and she's...
What does she make of it?
She's having probably the best of a time, more than anyone. You know, she's loving all the attention, and she's quite famous down there in her area. And I'm worried about her. I'm sitting there worrying if this is too much for her, and she's assuring me that it is not. She's loving every minute, so, you know, it's good for her. I'm glad.
I mean, one of the more moving aspects, I think, of your journey on the show was that in Hurricane Katrina, your grandparents lost their home, right?
Yes, sir, yeah. Yeah, we had a house I was raised in there in Hancock County. She raised my sister and I in, and they lost that in Katrina, and she moved out into the woods in a little trailer, and I've always told her since I was 5, you know, that I was going to grow up and become a star and get her out of that situation she was in, and I'm just I'm really glad and blessed.
Did you do that? Have you got us up there?
Yeah, you know, it's being built, so the frame's up now. I'm sure by next month she'll be sitting in there. Her and my grandfather.
So you've managed to repay that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's
debt that she incurred.
She deserves it. Her and my grandfather both. Yes, sir. Yeah. So,
amazing thing to better do that, isn't it?
Well, you know, if someone can do it in the family, I'm sure they would. You know, I was just one that had the opportunity to do so. Yeah.
But when that house is done and you give your grandmother the keys to the house, that's going to be quite a moment for you.
It is. It's going to be emotional, I'm sure. Yeah. I can't wait.
You've got this album coming out. It's called Michael Grimm, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is probably going to sell millions of copies. This will propel you into a whole new world. I mean, Jackie's has already sold a few million. Are you ready for that kind of success? Obviously, winning a talent show is one thing, but being a multi-million selling artist, it's a big deal.
I really don't know, Piers. You know, I'm not sure until I get there, you know, but I know that I've prepared my whole life for this, 20 years of paying dues, you know, so if there's any moment I'm ready, it's definitely now. So.
I'm hearing great things about it from the people at Sony, Simon Cowell and others. I know they're thrilled with what you've done with the album. I wish you all the success with it. I really do.
I appreciate it.
And you're now going to play us out, I think, with a little little number. What are you going to sing?
I want to sing a song off the album. It's my version of Alicia Keys' Fallin. Well, I'm a big fan of hers, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope Alicia likes it.
Okay.
Keep on falling in and out of love. with you. Sometimes I love you, sometimes you make me blue. Sometimes I feel good, and at times I feel used. Yeah, loving you, darling, oh man, makes me so confused. I keep on falling in and out of love with you. I never loved someone the way that I love you. Oh, I never felt this way. How do you give me so much pleasure and cause me so much